Welcome again to Ball with Black Star. And I'm going to do my second video today talking about the United States basketball team, the Olympic team, with just one goal in Paris 2024 by defeating France in the finals. And there has been a school of thought floating around in some areas of the media that says that this team could compete with or even defeat the 1992 original Dream Team. So I'm going to give my 2 cents on that topic today. But before I do that, I'm going to ask all the people watching our videos, if you're over here, to like, subscribe, share, hit the thumbs up button, share it with a friend, subscribe if you like the content to help us grow the channel, because that's the only way we could grow the channel. All right. And first of all, we're going to say that we appreciate all the support of all the people that are over here and have already subscribed and have already liked videos. So keep doing that and supporting the channel. Okay. So let's get into this thing here now. The United States 2024 Olympic team, they won the gold medal by defeating France in the finals. It was a nip and tuck game for the most part, but they pulled away. And Steph Curry, through some heroic shooting in the fourth quarter, actually rescued them. And they eventually pulled it together. They also struggled in the semifinals against Serbia, trailed for a vast majority of that game until they were able to pull it together. Steph, again, actually kept them in that game early as they were struggling. He kept them in it. And I think he scored 30-something points in that game. And it was because of his heroics why they basically won the semifinals and the finals. And that is why, if you watch my first video, I was flummoxed by LeBron James being chosen as tournament MVP, because those first three games that the United States won, we could not say LeBron carried them. It was an equal distribution. We had one game where KD was spectacular. He had another game where Ant-Man was spectacular. And then LeBron, he was steady in those games. But he also had a lot of turnovers. Matter of fact, he had 12 turnovers in the first two games combined. And also he had 5 turnovers in the final game. So if you look at the overall context of the tournament, I don't see how he was MVP. Anyway, as it relates to this team versus the 92 team, I absolutely think it is a joke. Because first of all, this is a much older team. I think the only person on the, well, I don't think, I know the only person on the 92 team that was 35 years and older is Larry Bird. And then after that, they only had like 3 guys who were 30. You had Magic, who was 32. Drexler was 30. And the last member, I think that was it. And I think, yeah, that was it. Only 3 people were like 30 and older. So yeah, it was Magic, Bird, and Clyde Drexler. So when you look at that, the 92 team was a much younger team. They were much more in their prime. And there's no way you could compare this version of the 2024 team to that 1992 version. Also, I want people to remember that this team actually has the very best American players on it. But if you look at 1992, I don't think anybody could say Christian Laettner was a better college player than Shaquille O'Neal. So if it was on merit, total merit, Shaquille O'Neal should have gotten that place. And I don't think anybody could say that Isaiah Thomas was not worthy of being on that team. So if you add Isaiah Thomas and Shaquille O'Neal to that team, it would be overwhelming. But as it pertains to the team that actually went to the Olympics, I don't see any way that you could compare this team to it. The main reasons are this. Michael Jordan was in his prime, right? He was the very best player on earth, and that trumps everything. 29-year-old Michael Jordan is better than anybody on that team. It's also better than anybody was ever on that team, right? When you look at the other guys that were on the team in their prime, Charles Barkley is probably at that time better than anybody who's on this current team right now. 1992 Charles Barkley is probably better than this version of LeBron James. You look at the other guys on the team. You're looking at Karl Malone, John Stockton, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, Scottie Pippen, Chris Mullin. I don't think there's any way you could look at this team and say talent for talent. It has the type of talent that the 1992 team had. And even if you should, in a dream scenario, say, let's go for them in their primes, like set these players in their prime and set the 1992 players in their prime, I still think it would be a walk in the park. Because when you look at it, you're talking about the 3 main protagonists, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird. I honestly feel like all the top three players are better than the top three players of this team in their prime. I would say there's no question Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James. There's no question in my mind that Magic Johnson is better than Steph Curry. And there's no question in my mind that Larry Bird is better than Kevin Durant. So if you take the top three players in their prime, it's a no contest. And then when you go to the subsidiary players, it's still a no contest. Because the fourth best player on that team cannot be as good as Charles Barkley. The fifth best player on that team is not as good as David Robinson or Patrick Ewing or Karl Malone or John Stockton, whoever you want to pick as the fifth best player on the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. So I can't see how this is a contest. If you go to accomplishments in terms of MVPs, championship MVPs won, those three main protagonists, they dwarf the three main protagonists. Michael, Magic, and Larry dwarfs Steph, LeBron, and KD. So I can't see how this is a conversation, but I guess the LeBronites out there, they have to find a way to try to size LeBron up with Michael Jordan. So they're all twerking it up and having a good time over LeBron winning his third gold medal. So, our second gold medal. So that was my 2 cents on it. I just really think that the 1992 team was a much, much better team than this team, and it would be a no contest. Whether they were as constituted, no, or if you had a dream scenario where they were in their primes, it would still be a no contest. But as they say, opinions can differ. So we encourage you to leave comments in the comment section if you disagree. And we still appreciate you watching the video. Like it, subscribe, share with a friend. Let's help grow the channel. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.